Well, for a long time, monosodium glutamate has been getting a bad rap. You likely know it as MSG. And for years, restaurants and food makers would advertise no MSG because of public fear of health concerns. Yet several studies have proven MSG is safe. Linda Ho is a food scientist at NATE's Center for Culinary Innovation and joins us this morning. So let's start this chat off first with, what is MSG exactly? I don't know if a lot of people really know what it is.
So let's break it down into its parts. Monosodium glutamate. Mono meaning one, sodium meaning salt or salt crystal, and then glutamate is a protein. So that's ultimately what it is.
Okay, so it's not very complicated.
No.
So for a long time, people have associated it with negative when it comes to food. What do we know about the impact of MSG?
It's generally regarded as safe. The FDA has proven it over and over and over again. Science has proven it over and over again. We know that it's flavorful. That's what we do know. And ultimately, it's dosage. Dosage is what's going to get you. So if you eat too much of anything, you're going to feel awful. Right?
Okay, so there have been these reports, people saying that they have headaches, heart flutters, chest pains when consuming MSG. What do you say to people who have that? Is it just the dosage issue? I
think it is the dosage issue because MSG is found in cheese. It's naturally actually found in cheese. It's naturally found in really those umami type foods, and it's found in like chips. So if you overeat a ton of chips, like you can crush a bag of Doritos or whatever, and you don't necessarily get sick, but if you crush a really huge amount, you might, right?
You certainly might. So why is there this negative connotation when it comes to MSG?
I think it came from, during that period of time, I think when the paper came out, it was in the 1960s, there was already an underlying resentment towards Asian people, Asian cuisine. And so that's where it was sort of attached because somebody overate or overindulged and correlated it to it. There was no science that actually proved otherwise.
So despite the lack of science, this really grew to something where I know MSG because of the advertising of no MSG in this product, and I think a lot of people just associate it with being bad. How do we get to that point?
Misinformation.
Wow.
Truly misinformation. So sometimes when you talk to friends and you talk to neighbors or whatever, and you're like, hey, that happened to me too, and it just perpetuates, right? And so how do you bring that back? It's education. It's trying to break it down into its simplistic parts. It's telling you that, hey, MSG is a natural food product, so it's a tool that chefs use to sort of enhance flavors, and we create it naturally through fermentation.
Okay.
So,
now you've been involved in this discussion about MSG for a while now. Why is this so personal for you as a pursuit?
Because I love food. Ultimately, I love food, so I like using everything in my toolkit, and I really food is one of those things that everyone thinks that they know, but ultimately they don't. At the deepest science, right? At the deepest level. So I like to talk about food in every way, shape, or form. And for me, I don't know. I know MSG is used in so many different types of food that you get commercially in retail that I think it's important to sort of explain it's not as scary and as and I would actually like to disconnect it from its origin of hate, I guess.
Yeah, which is, I think, a connection that a lot of people didn't even know about.
Yeah.
So I certainly appreciate your insight. I think we've learned a lot about MSG here this morning, a lot more than the no MSG labels, certainly. Thank you for your work, and thank you for coming in this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me.